So, week 4 recap. How did we do? Hi, welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me at Beck's Quest. So, week 4 recap. How did we do? For week 4, we accomplished a lot. It was a really good week, I have to say. We had some really fun and interesting and yummy meals. We hit the gym and accomplished a lot of progressive overload and heavy weightlifting. Week 4 was much better than the previous weeks, as most of the pain has subsided. So I'm going to look at my notes and tell you how we did. So in week 4, we got in our goal of 3 days this week of training. We did a push day, a leg day, and a pull day. So we got our 3 days in. We didn't quite overdo it by doing a fourth leg day, a 4th day of training this week, as we were pretty sore from all of those training days. However, I thought they went really well. I wouldn't say that we hit any PRs necessarily. I'm looking at my notes. Week 4, day 1 was a pull day. We started with pull, followed by our day 2 leg day, which was legs and glutes, where we did our squats. We did our warm-ups, our squats, and then we added some sumo squats. So we kind of mixed it up. We did normal squats, we did 3 sets of that, and then we did 3 sets of sumo to work a different range in the leg. Then we did 5 sets of deadlifts, and then we did our single leg RDLs that we're going to try, where we were doing the hinging leg behind the body as we go down the other leg with the dumbbell, and that was interesting. What I liked about that single leg RDL was the balance work it entails. So you're holding this heavy weight that's helping, you're using gravity, right? And you're going down the leg as the other leg comes up behind you, and you're balancing on that one leg, right? You're balancing. And then as you come back up, you're tucking in your abs really to hold that. That core is help stabilizing you as you come up. It was quite a workout just doing that. And I could really feel it in mostly in my glutes and in my hips. I definitely think I'm going to keep including that in the rotation of my leg day, because I feel that if nothing else, it really helps me with my balance. And balance is something that I've had on my radar to really start perfecting and increasing as for my longevity, right? And balance is so key to the body as you age. So it's one of my goals is to have really, really good balance and to keep progressing in that. I would like to have the balance and the strength that gives me the freedom to move and to jump and to maneuver as I get older. It's just so important. So that was day 2, and then day 3 was a push day where I got in my bench press and my incline bench and my push-ups and all of the things I spoke about in the previous video in regards to my push day. My nutrition was really good. Some days I was under a couple hundred calories and some days I was over a few hundred. So it kind of balanced out for the week. So my nutrition overall for the week was pretty good. My carbs were not too high, which was good. I got protein. I think most of my protein I got in every single day. I hit my target. My protein's set really high. So anywhere between 100 to 170 grams of protein I'm getting in a day. And week 4 was easily 120 plus every day of protein. So we definitely got our protein in. Our fat was not terrible. It was a lot of days my fat was under the macros, so I'm not mad about that. And my carbs were never really over or crazy this week. So week 4 in regards to nutrition was really good. And I did my supplements every single day. I remembered to take my vitamins and to do my creatine and my EAA and my protein shakes, which I really enjoy. I really like this clear peach tea protein that I've been drinking by Biotech USA. This is not sponsored. I just really enjoy it. It's really easily drinkable. You know what I mean? It's not heavy. It doesn't feel, sometimes you can just drink protein shakes and you're like, ugh, it's too much. And this one, it's just so delightful. I also made my berry protein ice cream. I'll try to remember to share that with you when I make it next time and show you how I do it. It is not my own recipe. I actually watched a video by Melissa Neal, and she had mistakenly made this protein ice cream out of frozen berries, protein powder, and whatever milk you use, whether it's real milk or some type of vegan milk. It sounded really good, her recipe, so I tried it and I really like it. I adapted it for myself. I use real milk. It's about 100 milliliters, or I actually use grams. I just do everything in grams. I don't change the scale. So it's 100 grams of frozen mixed berries, 100 grams of frozen strawberries, 25 grams of my vanilla iso whey protein by Biotech USA. It's the zero, so there's like no extra sugar or anything. And then 100 grams of milk, and I blend it all together in my like little processor. My thing is tiny, so I kind of have to mix it in between my blends. And I like to leave it a little bit where it's not over blended, so I have like little pops of berry when I eat it. It's so delicious. And the sweet and the sour and the creaminess, it's one of my favorite things in summer to eat when it gets warm. So I love this protein ice cream. What else did I do? So yeah, 3 days of weightlifting I got in this week, so that was successful. Steps. So week 4, my steps were really, really good. I was easily over 10,000 steps every day, except for Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday, I generally try to keep in, unless I just can't get my training in, I try to keep my Saturday and Sundays pretty light. If I go for walks, it's just like to the park or doing a little shopping here and there that I need to do. But I try to really have my Saturday and Sundays relaxed and just recover, so the next week I'm ready to go and I'm well rested and not overtrained, because as you know, thanks to week 1, 2, and 3, I've had some injuries. So we're trying to not overdo it, and we're trying to give ourselves time to recover and find time to where we feel, healthy enough and rested enough to keep going. I did discover a new pain this week. Just when you think you're out of the woods, a new hurdle arises. My right foot, I think it's because I was overcompensating because my left calf and my left foot were hurting so much. I think now my right foot is aching a little bit on that front, where the toe connects to the foot, the bone that generally becomes a bunion, that part is starting to hurt. And I think I must have been like rolling over on that bone part too much, overcompensating. It's with this whole calf thing and getting my gait off with your walking, you tend to overcompensate on the other foot. And so I think I'm feeling it on that foot, but it's not anything I can't handle. It's fine. I'm not in any excruciating pain on my right foot. It's just a bit unpleasant, a bit achy. So I need to give it a little love, a little TLC. So I did record some of my favorite things that I like to eat. I recorded a breakfast that I like to make regularly with buckwheat bread that I like to cut and toast. It's gluten-free naturally because it's made from buckwheat. So I did my buckwheat open-faced sandwich where I toast it and then I put on Frischkäse, which is basically more organic, natural version of cream cheese that they do here in Austria. I get the Ja Natürlich Frischkäse, which I really enjoy. And then I fry up some eggs in ghee, which is, I love the buttery taste of ghee. So I fried up some eggs and then I put it on the bread with the Frischkäse and the fried egg, and it's just delicious. So I really enjoy it. So I filmed making that little fun, heavy breakfast on the weekend where I could share it with you, and so you could also enjoy it. Then on another meal that I shared with you is one of my absolute favorite salads. And so all it has in it is romaine lettuce that I chop up coarsely. Then I add a pink lady apple, which is both sweet and sour. I'm obsessed with pink ladies. And so I chop them up in little bite-sized pieces and throw them in the bowl. And then I do pickled beets that I take out of the jar and add on top of the salad. And then finally, some feta cheese that I crumble into the salad. I mix it all up. And what's great is that the pickled beets are basically the vinegar of the salad. Like as if you were to make salad dressing, it's like oil vinegar kind of idea with spices. And because the cheese is salty, the fat, the oil basically, is the feta cheese, and it's already salty, so I don't need to salt the salad. And then you get the sweet from the apple and the pickled beets, but also the sour, the vinegar from the pickled beets. So you get all of the things you need. You don't have to add anything. You don't have to add oil or vinegar because the fat and the vinegar, the acid comes from the beets and the apple. And then you've got the fiber as well that's in the vegetables. So yeah, the beet salad with the apple, oh my gosh, it's one of my absolute favorite salads, and it's so filling. It's a huge salad and it's super low in calories. So when I feel that I'm super hungry, it gives you a little bit of protein, but when I know that I may be eating a protein heavy meal later, or I have already had a protein heavy meal, this salad just really hits the spot. I really, really, really enjoy it. So I'll be sharing this on the screen with you in the B-roll so that you can also enjoy the salad and watch me making it. And so I put in how many grams each thing weighs and how it goes together, and just enjoying a yummy, yummy bite. Like I said, I did record the work as I was doing it. I had done, had my mic on, I was talking about it, and then I was taste testing all of these things. However, as I said, my microphone is on the fritz, so it didn't do any vocal recording. I really don't know. Like I said, I have to get a new mic because it didn't record anything I did. So that was frustrating. And then another meal that I had on a day that I was feeling absolutely lazy and didn't want to do anything, I took some gluten-free little mini pizzas out of the freezer and baked them and added a little bit of chorizo and Parmesan and spices to it and baked them up really quickly. And even though they're small, they're pretty low in calories. And I added more calories when I added the chorizo to it. But just to fill me up the rest of the way, I cut up some fresh organic cucumber and had those as like fun, crispy, delicious little like type of chips on the side with my pizza. So I'm trying to balance it out, the good with the bad. Because you know what, guys, we have to enjoy life. You don't have to suffer. You can eat things that you want. It really is, moderation is the name of the game, right? It's not that you can't ever have it again in life. It's not that you can't enjoy foods that you like, right? So if you know that you're going to eat something that's not like ideal nutrition, or it's processed, like an ultra processed food, try to balance it out with something else as well. Make sure that you're getting other really good whole foods in your diet, right? So I knew that was my nutrition, and I'm tracking it, right? I'm putting it into the macro calculator and making sure that it's in my range of fat and carbs that I'm having for the day with the protein. And if I'm lacking in protein, then I have to add it somewhere else within my day, right? And overall, like I said, I do my calories and my carbs and my macros. I really tried the protein is my number one priority, but in regards to calories for the week, some days I'm over, some days I'm under. It's about how it balances out for the week. So I'm really doing a lump sum weekly caloric evaluation, but I definitely have to track it daily, or I just won't know, right? So I had some things in week 4 that I thought were really fun and I really enjoyed. The salad, the pizza, the fun open-faced fried sandwich. These are just fried egg sandwich. These are just things that I really have fun and enjoy, and they're so complex in taste and flavor and texture. Texture is so important. The crunch and everything that goes with it. It's really important to me, right? So, I also did a grocery haul for you this week. So I'll also share that with you. And in my grocery haul, I picked up, this grocery haul will probably go into week 5. And I plan on, because it's the end of week 4. So this grocery haul will go into week 5. And I've been really craving beef and broccoli. And in Austria, the Chinese food is not the same as American Chinese food, which it's not Chinese food. Let's be honest. It's American version of Chinese food. And I was obsessed with beef and broccoli going into when I craved Chinese food. So I was obsessed with Chinese food, beef and broccoli, especially, and you can't find beef and broccoli in Austria, not where I live. So I decided I would make my own. So this grocery haul is in plans to create my own stir fry. And so I'm going to soften the beef, and I'm going to chop up the broccoli and the bok choy and add a yellow onion, a red onion, some carrots to it. What else? I also have chicken breast and zucchini because I'm going to do a zucchini chicken bake for next week as well. So I have a lot of fun meals planned for next week as well. Redundancy, Department of Redundancy. I tend to be redundant. Yeah, so that was week 4. I think overall, week 4 is a pretty good week. Mainly when it comes to going to the gym. The fact that I was able to go 3 times this week, that I had that goal set and I was able to do it and I wasn't injured, finally, it's such a relief. Week 5 coming up, I'm excited. I'll be sharing a small trip we'll be taking with you. So I'm looking forward to sharing videos for week 5 and our little trip that's coming up and the foods that I eat when I'm on vacation. I don't think I'll be able to get much training in on week 5 due to travel, but I will definitely make it up in the department with walking. So I'll do a lot of walking when I'm on vacation, and I'll meal prep and eat what I can before I leave for my trip. And I'm not taking that on the plane with me though. So I definitely am planning my meals based on knowing that I'm traveling, and I'll be focusing mostly on grilled meats and vegetable, whole food based types of foods. I won't be eating too much junk when I'm on vacation, and I'll be doing a lot of walking to compensate for not being able to go to the gym when I'm on my trip. But I'm not going to tell you where I go until next week. So you'll have to tune in and see where are we going for week 5. I love keeping you in suspense. So I hope you're anticipating next week, and I hope that you will join me again. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'm always open to your comments and any questions that you might have. I'm happy to look at them and hopefully answer them with some type of knowledge or intelligence. Sometimes God knows what will come out of my mouth. But I really do appreciate you being here and joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next week and sharing my trip with you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me on Beck's Quest. See you soon.